This morning, and welcome back to Opening Bell on channel 254 DSTV, 17 Go TV, and of course 748 Free TV. I'm Nnamdi Obanya, and when I say we should go back to firewood, no, I'm not saying we should go back to the Stone Age. I'm just trying to find a solution for us because it looks as if it might get a little more expensive to cook your favorite dish. But let's get into it. As inflation has been going up, and even if you want to believe the cooked up numbers used by rebasing the economy and adding government projects to reduce inflationary pressure on things, some things can't hide, like food inflation, always leading the charge, pushing up headline inflation. So Nigerians are struggling to eat, and this is when real value of income has gone down. The naira is, well, I don't want to say it's worthless, but it's doing a good job trying to achieve that status. And Nigerians are finding it hard to eat outside and buy food everywhere. Things are really expensive. So people have to ration and manage and cook what they can at home with the ingredients that they have. The problem now is, we're looking at the National Bureau of Statistics report, is right in front of me, and cooking gas has gone up by 3.57%, which means that it's about to go and get expensive again. This means that even you that wants to cook in your house would have issues with that. And you know what that means? When cooking gas goes up, people move away, people go back and bring out their kerosene stoves. What happens? Excess demand on kerosene, whose supply does not increase, meaning that the price of kerosene will go up as well. So cooking is about to become very, very, very expensive. And if you live in this region, this is the bad news for you. The highest average retail price of cooking gas was recorded in the South, followed by the Southeast. So the whole eastern region is where it's expensive to cook. And well, maybe that's fortunate, but again, a big problem, because this is a region where people spend most of the days in their shops and have to eat out. Now, if the women who are cooking this food have to buy this cooking gas, it means that even that food you're eating outside will get expensive. And when you go home, it's even more expensive to cook. So what do Nigerians need to do? Do we need to bite the bullets, try our best, manage the cooking gas? Or do we need to do the tried and tested, which is go back, jeje, to firewood? Because if excess demand is going to push up the price for kerosene, and already cooking gas prices are going up year on year, the average is getting higher. We had a little respite around March, but we're seeing it pick up again, getting expensive. Maybe we should go and start, planting little trees. We can cut the wood. I know people who are big fans of the environment and climate change will tell me I'm encouraging logging and deforestation and all sorts of things. No, I'm not. We live in an era where you can plant a tree and you have renewable forests, you have renewable schemes. Maybe we should get the government to actually have villages that are using firewood, projects for them to plant trees. Of course, I might sound like a Stone Age guy, but if you have to be the one to buy your own gas, you will know exactly where it is pinching me on my body. It means that now, even if you're a copper or a student and you're buying your little camp gas, that's going to leave a big dent in your pocket money or your alawi. And if you're a salary earner, by the time you buy gas, you might not have money to buy the food to cook on it. Maybe you will start inhaling the gas and sleeping just to solve your own problem. But my solution of going back to firewood is not a joke. It's not to make light or make jest of the situation. The truth is that we cannot continue like this. The minimum wage they've been talking about of 70,000, only coppers have seen it. A lot of states, a lot of people have not seen that minimum wage. But everything has gone up. Don't forget that since 2023, fuel has gone up from 195 naira to 1,000 plus, and it's now down to about 940, 950. And salaries have not increased. Your average NEPA light has gone up from 71 naira to 206 naira per unit for your electric power in your house. Telecoms operator had to increase their cost of data. Every price is going up. And now the one you need to cook food is going up. So the three essentials, food, shelter, and clothing. We hardly make clothes in Nigeria. We don't have the fabrics here. They import a lot of things. The naira is useless against the dollar. So clothing is expensive. Shelter. Well, my Enugu people know. This is the state where rent can be 400K. Agency and agreements can be 1.4 million. Housing is expensive here. Housing is expensive in most places in Nigeria. Building materials are expensive. Cement, very expensive. Iron rods, very expensive. Anything you have to import, ridiculous. And people who are not importing are raising their prices to meet the expenses of things they have to buy that are not made here. So clothing is expensive. Shelter is expensive. And now what is the third essential thing for human beings? Food. And the ability to prepare the food now is expensive. If you wanted to wipe out a population, if you wanted to finish, use genocide and finish a people, this would be a very, 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 very good plan. But it's not. This is actually Nigeria's government policy. We remove fuel subsidy without a plan. We've increased our debt to almost 200 trillion. But we've removed subsidy. So the subsidy money, where did it go? Nobody wants to answer that question. We thought when they removed it, they were going to build railway. They were going to do things to make it easier for us to move. They were going to deploy CNG buses everywhere. We've not seen anything. Audio promises. Things are getting worse. And now we can't even cook food. One of the scariest sayings I've heard is, one day, the poor will have nothing left to eat but the rich. Some people might think they are safe from the economic hardship now, but a time will come when, even if you have food on your table, you become the food on somebody else's table. Let Nigeria not get to a point where some of us become item 7 for others. And I'll leave it at that.